Hi everyone. In today's clip, I will talk a little bit about baking soda and Big C. Just a reminder that anything I post here is not meant to diagnose or cure anything and is for informational use only. For any health-related matters, please consult your healthcare provider. Now, generally, malignant tumors represent masses of rapidly growing cells. The Big C cells usually use a lot more carbohydrates and sugars to generate energy. Some of the combinations that are formed from the energy production include pyruvic and lactic acids. So under normal conditions, these combinations are cleared and eliminated by the body's filtration system once they are produced. However, as big C cells are experiencing metabolism at a much faster rate, these acids are accumulated in the immediate area of the tumor, leading to the high level of acidity around the tumor. This is the main driving force behind the metastasis of Big C tumors. So it can be concluded that Big C cells need an acidic environment to grow and spread rapidly. So by surrounding the tumor's microenvironment with an alkalizing compound, the pH of the tumors will be increased enough to sort of starve them and stop their spread and growth. So this simple solution to Big C was proven to be right, and baking soda is there sort of to perform the task. Obviously, baking soda is best to be delivered to the tumor as close as possible, as its pH sort of increasing effect is needed in the surrounding area of the tumor. So the solution is to inject soda into tumor site. An easier solution is, of course, taking it orally. Baking soda reduces the involvement of lymph node on the transport of Big C cells and decreases the involvement of liver. So as a result, the spread of tumor cells to other organs decrease. Many oncologists do not recommend taking baking soda to their patients. However, they actually use it for the same purpose in chemo for their patients. By combining soda with chemo drugs, it's easier to protect the organs of the body from being destroyed by the poisonous effects of the drugs. So generally, it is well known that baking soda increases the pH around the vital organs and prevents the Big C from spreading there. It also interferes with the destruction caused from the chemo. Oral baking soda, as well as intravenous, has been used sort of effectively in prostate Big C. So for most Big C patients, mixing baking soda with blackstrap molasses and water was one of the best ways of delivery. On the first day, you measure the pH of the urine and saliva before starting the process. There are strips for this that is being sold in most drug marts. Now mix 1 teaspoon of baking soda with 1 teaspoon of molasses in a cup of water and taking this for 5 days. Then you'll be taking this for 5 days. Then you test the saliva and the urine pH to see if it has moved more towards alkaline. So continue to take the solution twice a day now. From day 6 to 10, you do 2 spoons of baking soda and molasses twice a day. The only side effect that can be sort of experienced from this that has come up might be headache or possible night sweats. In case of prostate Big C, do a PSA test, which is prostate-specific antigen, and this is the protein used to determine the severity of prostate enlargement and prostate Big C, to see the levels, if the levels have sort of come down, which normally should happen actually after this. However, in spite of the safety of baking soda, before using it, ideally, you should definitely consult your doctor for this. Now, another amazing combination is the lemon and baking soda. We know that lemon has anti-C properties, and has a very strong effect over cysts and tumors. The mixture will normalize the pH value in the body, and lemon has very strong antimicrobial effect with very wide range of sort of activity against fungal and bacterial infections. Lemon is also effective against worms and intestinal parasites. It is a strong and powerful antidepressant, which can regulate the blood pressure, reducing stress and calming the nerves. It is extremely interesting that lemon destroys big C causing cells in 12 forms of big C. It can also prevent the spread of big C causing cells. What is more attractive is the fact that baking soda and lemon only destroy the big C causing cells and do not affect the healthy cells. So the preparation of the mixture is done by mixing 6 or 7 ounces of organic lemon juice with 1 teaspoon of baking soda in a cup, and dilute the mixture with distilled water. For better absorption, both mixtures, whichever is chosen, should be used before breakfast on an empty stomach, allowing 1 hour before eating or drinking anything. In all cases, please buy food-grade baking soda, which is readily available on Amazon or health food stores. Once again, these are only suggestions, and the matter needs to be discussed with your doctor. Some of the emotional contributors to big C in various areas of the body are, for example, disempowerment or use of inappropriate words on you or you on others, causing issues with thyroid, fear of dying or suffocation, or love issues, causing issues on lungs, loss of self-worth for lymphatic, separation or loss conflicts for breasts, stuffed anger or swallowing too much negativity, anger, or fear impacts the liver, bitterness, anxiety, anger, family conflicts, inheritance issues impacts the pancreas. Ugly, indigestible dispute or conflict impacts colon. Sexual conflict impacts uterine. Severe frustration affects cervix. Lack of self-worth or inferiority complex affects the bones. Feeling violated, unclean, loss of integrity, irritation can bring about melanoma. Mental fears weakening the masculinity, sexual pressure, and feelings of guilt or inadequacy affects prostate. And of course, this is not an exhaustive list in any shape or form, and many more complex emotions can be at work, but just a small food for thought, so to speak. Hope this has been helpful. Like and follow for more. Be the light.